guys, it's Tool Guy Y here, and this week I decided to make a ToolBox Tour video for you guys. So this video is going to be a long one because I do have 3 toolboxes. So please bear with me. I'm going to do my best to put little timestamps down in the play bar so you guys can skip to when each box starts if that's what you guys choose to do so. A lot of tools are going to be shown in this video. Some of my favorites, some of my most useful. If you guys are interested in any of them or have any comments, please leave a comment down in the comment section. If you guys want a review specifically on one of those tools, let me know and I can make a tour review in the future for you guys. So 2 out of the 3 toolboxes I have are Husky boxes, and I don't really recommend Husky boxes for people that work with tools every day just because their weight capacity on each drawer is very low. They do have one slide, and over time they do break if you do overload them. So my first box, that is the first toolbox I ever had, that the top drawer actually did break because all my sockets were in there. So it's up to you if you want to chance it or not, but I don't recommend it. One day I do want to upgrade to another toolbox, maybe a Matco one, but I guess we'll see when that happens or when this one breaks. For now, it's holding up fine besides that broken drawer. But enough about that. Let's get into the video. The next clip will be of at work, so I guess I'll see you guys at work. Alright, so the first toolbox I have is the Craftsman tool cabinet. The next one I have is the Husky. It is the two boxes stacked, but I did take the top part home and I use the top as a tabletop now. And the last one I have is the Husky tool cart. We'll start off with this toolbox. This toolbox doesn't actually come with a table right here. I did buy this separately, and it actually did fit pretty well where the handle should go. So what I did was I just bolted it on right there where the handle should go, and it's actually really sturdy. So the top drawer is all my pliers and stuff. Like I said, the top drawer is broken. So yeah, the top drawer is broken. Sorry about that. Had to readjust it, but I have all the pliers that I use the most. Strippers, needle nose, clip pliers, diagonal cutters, that kind of stuff, small ones, hose pliers. And I got all my diagonal cutters, the actual ones that I have. I don't use these often, but when I do, it's there, organized, big to small. I have channel locks, big to small, different ones. I actually picked up these from the Matco truck. I think it is. No, I picked up this one, Matco truck or Mac truck. It was like $2.50. A guy was just selling off all his tools, I guess because he was moving, but that was a really nice find. Vice grips, needle nose, long, angled, and hose pliers. Another wire stripper, oil filter, CV axle boot, C-clips, and a spark plug. And then I got my torque wrench, the longer ones, the longer needle nose, and my long screwdrivers, and my long 1/2-inch breaker bar, and my extremely long pry bar. And these racks are actually OEM tool racks. They fit 2 over here and 1 over here, and those are really cheap, and it really came in handy when trying to organize my toolbox. Alright, next drawer we have is the long wrenches. I got the gear wrench, long wrenches, box end, and ratcheting wrench. The thing I liked about these is that they have a little lip on them, so you can get around brackets and whatnot like that. I have all my special wrenches. I have the open end ratcheting wrenches from Husky. I have the stubby wrenches, and I have my long ratcheting flex heads from Sunix Tools and Mountain and Vector Tools. Next one we have is the clip removers, pry bars and picks and small picks. I actually like these ones. These are the Pittsburgh, and they're actually really durable because they're so thick. But I also did buy the small Pittsburgh ones as well. Some clip removers, a tack remover, trim panel tools, the Pittsburgh trim panel tools, and also I have the long gear wrench picks in here. These are really nice too. Definitely recommend checking them out. Yeah, Lang pry bars and whatnot. Alright, next drawer we have is the air tools. Ingersoll air hammer. I have a lot of earthquake guns. I don't really see why people hate on them. They actually are really good. I've never had a problem with them. I have the 1/2 inch, the stubby 1/2 inch, and the 3/8. I also had a snap-on right angle die grinder or grinder, but that one broke. So I did not upgrade, but I downgraded to Husky, and this is actually doing not too bad. I actually really like this. Really quiet, really strong. Also, I did a lot of lift kits at one point, so I ended up buying a air saw, Berkman Tools, but that ended up breaking really quick. It was really good while it lasted. And then I got all the attachments, grinder attachments, wrenches, air hammer bits, wire wheels, all that stuff. All that good stuff. Next we have electrical, jumper pack, battery tester, Altel scanner, power probes. If you guys ever seen this, or if you guys never seen this, you guys should definitely look into these. These are really nice. Has a low solder and heat shrink tubing. Makes for easy connections, less problems, less hassle. Klein Tools DMM and test light. Last drawer on the left side, we have all my power tools. Ingersoll 1/2 inch gun, Works power washer, my Matco guns, Matco electric ratchets, and this Pittsburgh or Chicago electric, I forget what it's even called, but yeah, that, and my big channel locks. On the right side we have all my big wrenches, big crescent wrenches, and crow's feet. I also bought this from O'Reilly's at one point, which I actually barely, never used, but I thought it was really cool, so I bought it. Works fine, but not, I just don't use it. We got the brake drawer and pullers, wire brushes, AC temp gauges and AC lights, or the UV lights, and some fuel stuff in there. Next we have the hammer drawers, rubber hammers, rubber mallets. I'm missing a hammer. Big ball peen hammer, big sledge, mini ball peen. Oh, and we also have all the chisels in here and scrapers. Alright, so the last drawer is just a personal drawer. Just keep all my extra shirts and some snacks in there. And I also keep my oil filter socket set in here, or the oil filter cap set, just because it's easy to access, and I don't like having to dig through it for oil changes, or all my other tools for oil changes. And that is the first box. So the second box is the Husky tool cart. This is what I actually use a lot. I roll it around when I do jobs. That way I don't have to keep going back to my box or whatnot. So the first drawer I have is my hose pliers. I end up using these a lot. The hose pliers really come in handy just because it's always there. I also have my mirrors and my magnets. couple broken magnets, tire pressure gauge. I also keep this in here. It's for the European cars, the breather hoses. Helps you remove those. Secondly is my wrench, or my ratchets. I actually really enjoy these Pittsburgh ratchets. I've never had a problem with them. I had one break, and that was my fault. I was actually taking off a welded nut, so that's why it broke. But I got the 1/2 inch, the long 3/8, the short 3/8, the 1/4 inch, and a couple random other ones. I also have the Pittsburgh stubbies. And yeah, so in this for this drawer I use what is that, cabinet organizers, or like utensil organizers. For all my extensions I got the 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch. I have all for my driver, my impact driver, adapters for that, Phillips screwdriver, and I have all my actual adapters and my swivels. 1/2 inch, oh that doesn't go there, 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch, all that good stuff. Next I have the screwdriver drawer and my T-handle drawers. So this is the OLSA Tools, these are the OLSA Tools organizers. I did not know they had a magnetic one. This is for a wall mount, but it works fine. Barely, I mean, it moves around a little bit, but it's not too much of a big deal. If I really wanted to fix it, I could just put a piece of wood and screw it down. But yeah, so these are from Ross's. All my screwdrivers from Ross's, and I actually never had a problem with them yet. I bought these just because, you know, it was so cheap. It was like $7 for a whole set, and they all matched, and I had mismatching sets of screwdrivers. So I bought these ones, the core builts, and I also bought these core builts. And the reason why I bought these ones is because they were strike end. They had an end cap for striking for hammers. But they're really nice screwdrivers. Sometimes you get lucky with the Ross spine, sometimes you don't. And then T-handles, I have this screwdriver right here. It is the Pro Stormer. I think I bought this for like $30 a year and a half ago. Works fine. Actually never charged this yet, which is really crazy. When I do use it, I barely use it, but when I do use this a lot, but when I do use it, I barely use it. But yeah, that's the screwdriver drawer. Next we have the I guess fluids and other stuff like that. Cans of AC, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oil. Don't want to touch that because it's gonna get on me. Anti-seize, RTV, battery terminal stuff, AC, oil, and lastly is the messy drawer. But besides this is just all towels. But I have my little cupcake tins in here for my bolts, my OEM Tools bleeder funnel, and my Lyle oil filler funnel, and just random funnels in here. But yeah, this funnel is actually really nice because it comes with a bunch of adapters, and the adapters actually are like direct fits on the oil caps. So for this one, I believe it's Honda and Nissan. Yeah, so for Honda and Nissan, you just screw this on. This fits inside over here, and you just fill through here, and it prevents spills, and yeah, keeps the oil change really clean. So lastly on this box, I keep the Craftsman wrenches, or the Craftsman wrench holder, magnetic wrench holder, and they house all my gear wrenches, my flex heads, all that. Really nice, especially when you're moving it around. It locks in place so that none of them fall down. Really sturdy. But yeah, that is this toolbox right here, the Husky toolbox. And then we're gonna move on. Alright, so for the Craftsman cabinet, I usually keep the bottom is pretty big. I made the height a little taller so I can fit the bigger stuff here. So the next shelf we have is my tapes, my chargers, and all my boxes, my specialty tools that that I use a lot. So I have the inverted Torx, the E-Torx, my Vim half cut bits. This is the Titan 12-point axle nut sockets, the Easy Red. I actually don't know what that's called, but it allows you to connect wrenches a lot easier without breaking them. Triple squares, long triple squares, oil filter socket set, or the bigger ones like the 27, 29, those ones. The long Torx. We got the Matco vacuum filler for coolant, my pressure tester, my Matco pressure tester, and my I think Vector Tools Torx set, security Torx set, and those fatter Torx. And then we have the Matco half cut stubby E-Torx right here. We got a stretch belt tool and some random like razor blades and stuff like that. Okay, so this is my socket drawer, or my socket shelf, I'd say. I actually moved into here because it's a lot stronger than the toolbox itself. So right here we have the Ulsa Tools socket holders. Got two of them. Ulsa Tools was kind enough to send them to me, and I'm absolutely loving it. Very strong stuff. Stays in place, holds the sockets in very well. Next, they only sent those for the 3/8, which is really nice. I'm thankful for that. The rest of them, I have the Hansen holders, Hansen socket trays. So I got the standard sockets and the metric 1/2 inch and the standard 1/2 inch. I have all my charging stuff over there, headlamps, UV lights, phone charger. Then I have over here my Torx, my stubby Torx in the back, 1/4 inch Matco 1/4 inch swivels, the Mac Tools hex removers, my Pittsburgh Torx, 3/8 Torx, but those, like, two of them broke already. Only had it for, I don't know, like 2 months. 3/8 swivels, Matco, Mac Tools 3/8 sockets, Astro Pneumatics sockets, stubby sockets, really cool. These ones are really nice. You can actually fit a 17 on it. So when you use it, it's only this big. 17 goes on here, and you have a 10 or 8, 6. You have a 6 mil at the bottom. Very, very stubby. Very, very nice. Next we have my broken up Torx and hex set. I don't know why I keep that in there, but I do. Long Torx, or long hex sockets, ball point, ball end, and regular. My actual hex sockets that I use, full set, and the gear wrench 1/4 inch mid-size sockets. So that is that one. Alright, so last but not least, we have the top, and this is what I actually like. This is why I bought the cabinet. It's because I wanted more space for these tools with the boxes, and it's actually, I didn't fill it up yet, but I don't plan on filling it up. I know in the future I'm going to get a lot more tools, so I'm really not in a rush to fill it up. But yeah, so right here I have the axle rethreader, universal clutch alignment tool, what is this, master lock set for lug keys,
my drill bits, all my drill bits, Craftsman, everything else. I do have my extractors in there because when you do use drill bits, you do probably need an extractor. I guess like 90% of the time I actually use drill bits is to extract a bolt, a broken bolt, but yeah, extractors are kept in here. Serpentine belt tool, and what is this? Slide hammer, mini slide hammer. We also have the lug nut rethreader, or lug stud rethreader, my Work Pro Tools rotary kit, an actual rethreader. What is this? Oh, the Blue Point caliper tools. I actually save all my clutch alignment tools, so this is where all the clutch alignment tools go. And I have the Matco Master pressure tester adapter set. And then we have some random oil filter caps and my vacuum pump for AC. And up there is where I keep all my flashlights. All the magnetic flashlights go over there. And then the good thing I like about this is that it has pegboards on the doors, which is kind of dumb to be honest though, but it's nice. You really have to set up your box to figure out how the pegboards go, or how the pegs are going to work, because if you don't watch out, the pegs are going to hit the things inside. So you really got to set it up to where it has space. So here I have all my ratchet strap things. My keys, bottle opener. You gotta have a bottle opener here. I have nail polish. Oh, I have a lot of nail polish. I have a sister and a girlfriend, so I took all their nail polish. It's a lot cheaper than paint markers. They are brake clean resistant, so most of the time they don't come off. I have these for marking stuff. Easier to figure out where things go. Little notes to yourself. Also, I like to write on here with these crayons because for people who borrow tools and stuff, and it does come off really easy, so it just wipes right off, so that's good. Got some rope and some extension cords, and that is this toolbox right here. And in the toolbox, if you guys are wondering, I have cabinet lights. So the cabinet lights are actually motion censored, so when you go inside they turn on, but they're really nice, they're really bright, and they are rechargeable. I recharge them about once a week, so I mean they work out fine.
So that is the end of the video. That is all the tools I have right now, and that is my current toolbox setup. If you do like what you see, please hit that like button and follow or subscribe to my channel. I will definitely have more review videos and how-to videos coming up. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you guys have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment section below. Or if you guys want a specific video or a specific review on a specific tool, please leave a comment and I'll get to it in the future. Thank you again for watching. Cheers!